Hi, I'm Sherry McGill, and you're watching Lessons Learned. Hi everyone, welcome to Monday Quilt Chat. Here we are again. I just about forgot to chat with you today. Can you imagine that? As much as I love to chat, I almost forgot. But here I am at 6 a.m. As far as you know, it's 6 a.m., right? I've been sewing a lot this weekend. It was a productive weekend for sewing. And although I like to keep my finished things for Friday, I'm just going to give you some sneak peeks of some of the things that I've been working on. And one is a Harriet's Journey block. And I've already forgotten what this one's called. Let me look it up right quick. It is called... It was farther along in the book, Double Quartet. Double Quartet. It asked me to use red and a darker green, and that's what I did. That's it right there. And I want to show this book again. I've had some questions about it recently, maybe newer viewers or whatever. This is Jennifer Chiavarino. She's an author. She writes quilt novels, and this pattern is by Elm Creek Quilts, and it's the entire book is this quilt of 100 blocks. So there's a little story in the beginning talking about Harriet's journey from the East Coast to the West Coast, or maybe Oregon, I forget now. I think it was Oregon. So this was one of those old-timey traveling across the United States kind of thing, and experiences along the way. So each block has a name that's kind of related to her journey. So it's a real cute little story, and the blocks, they're not too bad. They're 6 inches. They're small. So if you want to try that, you can still get this book on many websites. I think you can get it from Moda. I think I saw it on their website where they sell things. Fat Quarters Shop, Amazon, eBay. Anywhere you like to shop, you can probably still find this book. I think the copyright is 2019. Let me check. No, 2020. It's from 2020, so it's still relatively new, a couple years old, but widely available if you want to do that. I'm taking my time on this project. I'm just kind of enjoying it and savoring it, and I do these blocks as a relaxation more so than a get a project done type thing. So there's that. And that's one little thing I got done while I was watching So Yeah on Saturday night. And I also got my Save the Bees done. Now this is not the main bear paw quilt. This is the panel quilt. I'm not going to open it and show you everything. But what I was able to get done this weekend was all of the quilting and the binding. So this sucker is completely done. I'll stretch it out and show it to you on Friday. So stay tuned for that. There was a couple of lessons learned on this quilt. I had a backing that was a design. I had taken some of the leftover fabrics and made I'm just going to let you look down in there. That's the back. And made an interesting backing to it. And one thing that I learned was might want to check 3 or 4 times to make sure that's lined up right with your front. It doesn't detract from the quilt whatsoever that it's off a 1/2 inch, especially once it's all quilted there. So, yeah. Measure many times and recheck and check yourself again. I thought I had, and I even have a video of me basting this quilt. I did not make a separate video for the quilting and binding because you all have seen me use my walking foot and binding foot and all that. So I didn't make a separate video for the finishing. So if anybody was doing this particular quilt with me, you still have questions about something, don't hesitate to send me an email that's listed in the description box. I'll be happy to help you with it. Another lesson learned was this binding that I decided to put on. Oh my goodness. It's a bunch of little 2-inch pieces or less. That one right there is less. Most of them are about 2 inches. And so, needless to say, I had a nice bumpy ride putting this on. But I did find out that on my machine here, there's a selector that you can use to put a little more room between your feed dogs and your presser foot, I guess. To help you to be able to not have to force that through. You can loosen it. So usually it's set on 2 and I put it on 0, and that helped quite a bit. But of course I didn't realize that until I was halfway done. So either way, it was a bumpy ride because of all of these seams. I don't think I would recommend doing that again. I don't have any trouble with pieced bindings, but every 2 inches is a bit much. So you might want to rethink it if you think you're going to do something like that. It's pretty. It's very pretty. But yeah, not too practical to sew down. So not only did I have to go through all of those seams to attach the binding, then when I flipped it to finish it, I had to go through even more. So yeah, lesson learned there. I won't probably do a multi-pieced binding anymore like that. So there's that. And that also confirmed that I don't have enough of this binding for the bear paw quilt, which is fine. I don't want to use this. So that's all I had left. What else have I been doing? I've been working on a little project here for the retreat. I'm making some little goodie bags for my fellow retreaters, and I don't have my little string in there yet. I'd like to get a little leather strap type thing to go in my casing here, but they have a little muslin lining, and I just made these out of my scraps. And this one is mostly done, and I'm doing them assembly line style. So I've got like all my muslin pieces sewn together, and then some, probably about half of my scrap pieces done. But I have them all marked, and I can just go down through both sides and sew those as I get time. So when I just want some mindless work to do, I just pick this up. I will get this done, don't worry. What else? Got this in the mail yesterday. This is, you all may have seen this. I only bought this because it was just $15 and it's a whole kit. I didn't know that it had fabric with it, but it does. But I'm not going to open that. But it's the color chart for the Moda solids, the Bella solids. And I think it was Pat Sloan that showed this on her video this past week, one of her videos. And she was talking about how it's only $15. I thought the panel was just the panel, you know, and you finished it however you want. But turns out, not only do you get the panel, this is a panel with all the colors on it, you get, looks like 6 fat 8s. And that's to do these edges with. And you don't have a backing. I'm pretty sure you don't have a backing or binding. But $15 for a little quilt kit. I think it'd be cute hanging up here in the she shed. Anyway, if you're looking for that, I think they still have some at the Moda site. If not, it might be sold out. So if you're interested in that, you better look soon. So I'm going to stick that back in this little bag because I'm not going to get to that right away. I have another commissioned quilt job to do. It's not a hard pattern, and I meant to bring the pattern up here. It's at the house, but it's a very modern looking quilt. It's black and white, and it has a print back to it. The person gave me some other instructions for it as well, but it shouldn't be difficult at all, and I'll probably be getting into that more this week, getting some cutting done, and I also need to purchase some fabric as well for that. And then what else? Oh, don't forget our Table Runner Challenge, the Scrappy Table Runner Challenge. It's ending on Friday, so if you guys are working on this, I need to get your pictures in this Friday, please. I hope you are. I know there are some that are, but I hope you're all going to be able to get finished and get your pictures into me. Or your placemats, or your table topper, whatever it was that you decided to do, that ends this week. And then we'll talk about our quilt along for September and beyond. And one other thing I would like to let you know about, I'm looking around to see if there's anything I forgot, but it looks like I am getting closer to 5,000 subscribers. And I haven't done any giveaways or any kind of thing like that with regard to subscriber count. So if we could hit 5,000, we'll do a giveaway type thing. I've got some ideas, and we only need 190 subscribers to make it to 5,000. So share these videos and let people know, let your your Quilt Guild friends know that there's a channel, that they may be interested in, and have them subscribe. And other family members that may like to watch, or friends, whatever, just let everyone know. And all you have to do is share the video, and that usually has a very good impact on the subscriber number as well as the number of views. So very important for us as YouTube creators to keep our eye on these analytics, and be able to continue to make these videos, because so many, no doubt, I don't know of many personally, but I can imagine there's a lot of YouTube creators that give up because they're just not growing like they want. And there's some little tricks and tips that you can put into practice with your YouTube channel that can make it worth it. And it is a lot of work. And I used to hear YouTube creators say it's so much work, and it's no one really knows how much work it is, and it's true. I can attest to all of what they have all said, that it is a lot of work. It's fun work, but it is time consuming, and to give it its due, you really have to put in the work. So I'm not giving up. I'm nowhere near giving up, and haven't even thought about giving up, and have no reason to give up. So things are just moving right along, and I appreciate everyone that has subscribed and watches regularly. It means a ton to my channel and to me personally. So thank you so much. I can't say that enough and enough times, how much it means to have that kind of support from you. So yeah, 190 more as of right at this moment, and it won't be long, and we'll have us a nice giveaway. All right, so what else do we have going on this week? I'm gonna get going on that commissioned job, and since I got the Save the Bees done, then I need to pull myself another project out that's ready to be basted and get that going. It could either be this one here or the milk cow kitchen one that I did out of Pat Sloan's fabric, or the Totally Tulips, or my husband's muscle car, or string beans. Doesn't that take you back? String beans? I probably should do that one first, shouldn't I? Yeah, that's the main ones that I have that keep tapping me on the shoulder and say, when are you gonna quilt me? So there we have it. Seemed like there was something else I was going to say. I wanted to be sure to remind you about the table runner. So that's kind of the next big thing that you and I need to finish off. And yeah, I am seriously considering doing an in-depth review of my sewing machine now, so look for that this week, possibly Tuesday or Wednesday. What else? I think that's all. I need to go do a little shopping for that commission job, and I will be working on that pretty good too. So that, and get a quilt top basted, and then we'll meet back here on Finish It Friday this week and talk some more about things. So have a great week, and let's see, I will see you sometime this week. So in the meantime, find a 10 or 15 minutes to sew, because you deserve it. You're all very busy in other ways, and this is your therapy. So save yourself a little time for sewing, because it's good for you. All right, guys, we'll see you next Friday, if not sooner. Bye.